See what channel this thing is on here. Let's get the okay. So okay. There we go. Okay, so let's find live press conference here. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Let's see. So where is that press conference at? Let's find the press conference. So where is the damn press conference? Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I'm trying to find that. It should be on any second here. I'm just trying to find it. I'm looking here. Trying to find it. Maybe this will be it right here. Okay. The press conference will be streamed in the player below. Okay. Here it is. Okay, here's where these filthy pigs are gonna try to explain away. So good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Everybody, if you're watching this right now and you're watching on YouTube, I need you to hit the #1 button and tell me where you're watching from, or put down in the comment section, #Jayland Walker. So please, everybody, right this minute, hit the like button, hit the #1 button, let me know where you're from, and put the #Jayland Walker. I don't care if you're watching this in a week. Hit the like button, subscribe, and hit #Jayland Walker. Because his murder sounds exactly like James Sheets' murder. It sounds exactly like James Sheets' murder, is what it sounds like. And, you know, we as a collective have to get to a point where we don't Jayland Walker. So if you're watching this now or you're watching this later, I don't really care when you're watching this, I want you to put #Jayland Walker, #Jayland Walker. And remember, this sounds exactly like James Sheets. This sounds exactly like the James Sheets murder that Ohio pigs covered up in Youngstown, Ohio. It sounds exactly like it. They sound exactly the same. They sound identical. So I'm just gonna move a little bit so I can have the light a little bit here. But pretty pathetic, pretty pathetic. We don't stop. We don't stop. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. So this is the pre-explain away. They're gonna explain away the man's murder right here. They're gonna explain it away. I'm just gonna fix my table here real fast. Just gonna fix my table real quick here. Here's where they're gonna explain away a guy's murder. It's about to happen. They're gonna explain it away. So this is part of the problem. What we're dealing with here right now is this continual drive and push that officer safety is more important than your life. That it's going to be. You're going to hear in this press conference, #1, they're going to edit. They're going to edit the body cam video. We're not going to get to see the full body cam video. That's not going to happen. And then #2, you're going to hear how they're going to explain away the reason that they thought they heard a gunshot, or if they did find a gun, they planted the gun, just like they did on James Sheets. I no longer believe a single pig. Don't believe you. I don't believe a word you say. You're a filthy, nasty, disgusting pig. I don't believe you. I think you're a part of tyranny. You're a part of the Nazi regime that sets up checkpoints to stop people in their cars, and then you want to arrest them and you want to torture them. Brian, good to see everybody. Roll call, everybody. Hit the #1 button. Let me see where you guys are from. Jeff Hates Pigs is in the house, everybody. Let me give some shout outs. Do I have any members in the room? If you're a member, if you joined the channel, drop down a #1 button and let me know where you're watching from. I got an email yesterday. I mean, they set this whole thing up. New Hampshire in the house, overturned Terry, clash with Bow. Hey, buddy, how you doing, man? What's that? Clash, I unblocked everybody, dude. And now when I unblock people, it doesn't even unblock people. So yeah, Bow, I unblocked every single person who was blocked. And now, Sabri, Golden State fan, good to see you. JG, New York, Random Country is in the hizzy, good to see you. Decoy is in the house. What's going on? How you doing, Decoy? Good to see you, brother. Rodney's in the house. Paula, how you doing, Paula? Good to see everybody this morning. I'm gonna show this. So let me give you my predictions here. Brian, nice to see you. Bob, nice to see you. Dorf, how are you? Overturned Terry's in the house. Medica Mafia is in the house. Eyes on Corruption is in the house. So you guys are gonna see. You guys are gonna see it. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. So I will go through and I will unblock everybody again today. It's not working half the time. Okay, here comes all the pigs. Here comes all the pigs. Here comes the lies, guys. Here comes all the lies. Here comes all the lies. Let the lying begin. Let the lying begin. Let the lying begin. He's gonna lie his ass off. He's gonna lie about everything. Watch this guy lie. Watch him lie. He's not gonna release everything. He's going to lie. He's gonna lie about everything he says. He's gonna lie.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Thank you all for being here. Before I start, though, I'll let you know up front that the family's attorneys are here. They're present. They will not be taking any questions here during the press conference in this room, in this space. We ask that you please be mindful of that. They'll be immediately available outside to answer any questions at the conclusion of the press conference.
Scumbag.
My name is Michael Miller. I am the Public Information Officer for the Akron Police Department.
You're a scumbag.
I'd like to give you a quick run through of how the press conference will go. You'll be hearing from 3 speakers today.
Oh yeah, explain it away.
Mayor Dan Horgan.
Oh, shut up.
Deputy Mayor of Intergovernmental Affairs, Margot Somerville, and Akron Police Chief Stephen Milet.
Another liar.
After hearing from these speakers, you will see 2 videos.
Oh.
I'll say up front at the start of the second video, for approximately 30 seconds, you'll hear no audio. And that's because the device itself, when you activate it, it goes back 30 seconds.
There's 8 body cams. There are 8 body cams.
Before the incident or the recording.
These pigs have 8 body cams.
The first video will be narrated video of the incident starting with the pursuit. It will include some still shots. It will pause at points. And it will include some text and will zoom in for clarity. The second video will be of an officer body cam footage, which will begin at the start of the pursuit and it will end with the shooting. The video will be played from start to finish without pause.
Show us all of the body cams.
And will show the incident in real time. At the end of our press conference today, we will provide an opportunity for questions. Each outlet represented here today will have an opportunity to ask a question. There will also be a press kit available to members.
A press kit for the murder we did.
That will contain or include a map of the pursuit, a timeline of the incident, a transcript of the dispatch conversation during the pursuit, and basic information on the officers involved, including race, gender, years of service, and disciplinary record.
Years of service? You're not serving, dude.
We'll be putting out a press release.
There's no service. They get paid to do something and they terrorize us.
Be available. According to the city ordinance, we're required to release 3 body cam footages.
According to the ordinance.
In the first 7 days.
According to the city.
Above and beyond that today.
Oh, you are?
Due to the unique circumstances.
You're releasing all of them then?
And we'll be releasing all of the body cam footage in a short period of time after the press conference.
Just release them all
This
during
includes the 8 officers who were directly involved in the shooting, and additionally 5 other officers who were on scene but did not participate in the shooting.
Oh, is Jeebus in here? What's going on,
At this
Tim?
time, I would like to welcome
Hey, Scrub.
Acting Mayor Dan Horgan to the podium.
Hey, Scrub. Good to see you. Good to see you, Tim. Gloria. No, just what a clown.
First of all, good afternoon.
Our cops,
being here.
our cops murder people.
Occasion for all of us and for the entire city.
Our cops
Before I
murder
begin,
people.
Let me again extend my condolences to the family and friends of Jayland Walker. I know that no amount of grief or prayer will bring Jayland back, but please know that the city mourns with you.
Oh, lies. You don't give a shit.
Personally, there are no amount of superlatives, and I've talked about being beyond outraged, beyond shocked, and extremely heartbroken that I can use to describe my feelings. I won't mince words. The video you're about to watch is heartbreaking, and it's very tough to take in.
Of course
and I know
it is.
many of you will have questions after this press conference, and
Yes.
I will have, but I have a number of questions myself that need to be answered. But what I'd like to stress to the community, please, is that the independent, the investigation, which is being conducted independently by an entity requested by Chief Bylett, which is the Bureau of Criminal Investigation.
Oh, they're doing
and
such a good
the
job.
Attorney General's
Oh,
office will
what
take
a
some
bunch of
time
shit.
to work through.
BCI
Our
is
media
garbage.
information packet includes a rough timeline of how the investigation process will proceed, in addition to a timeline of events of this past Monday. And I am urging all of our residents, please reserve your full judgment until the investigation is complete. And listen, you'll have to do one of the most difficult things that I can ever ask somebody to do, and that is to please be patient and let the Attorney General do their work. Let me also emphasize the steps we've taken over a number of years to increase the transparency
Oh, shut
and
up.
the accountability with the Akron community, knowing that trust cannot exist without our commitment to openness. Almost exactly 1 year ago today, the Akron City Council voted to enact a new law that ensures the release of video footage which documents an Akron police officer's use of force within 7 days of the incident.
But we didn't get that
This
for James
ordinance was
Sheets.
first recommended by the city's Charter Review Commission.
We didn't get that
and
for
was
James Sheets.
overwhelmingly approved by the residents of Akron.
James
And it
Sheets.
is clear what our community wants is to be able to review the information for themselves, and it is our commitment to be open and as transparent as we can be, given the fact that there is an independent investigation which we cannot put into jeopardy.
Oh, shut up.
Additionally, utilizing an independent entity to
Oh,
to
listen.
conduct the
He's lying. BCI is not an independent entity. They're the ones who told Christy Roan that she didn't see what she thought she saw.
Chief Milet and I both believe that this is the best practice going forward, and which many communities across the country are now doing. And it is the direction that we intend to move towards in any future events of deadly force. Both the city and the Akron Police Department are fully committed to this process, and I have every confidence that the investigation
You're
will be
unblocked,
conducted
Jimmy. No one's
in a
blocked
fair,
anymore.
thorough, and just manner. Many will wish to air their grievances in public, and I fully support our residents.
There's gonna be
right
riots, you
peacefully
dumb
assemble.
shit.
But I hope the community can agree that violence and destruction are not the answer.
Well,
And let me echo the calls.
neither is
from a number
murder.
Of elected officials and community members right here in Akron that calls for peace in our city. This will be the constant urge over the next few days.
Hashtag
is peace
Jayland
in our
Walker.
city.
Hashtag James Sheets.
Thank
Oh, you don't get to murder people and get peace. That's not how it works.
Good afternoon, and first and foremost, I would like to give my condolences to the loved ones of Jayland Walker. I know this young man was well loved and respected, and the weight of his loss is being felt across our city.
Hi, Scrub. You're back. No. James Sheets.
Some years ago, when I decided to get involved in public service, public life, I had served as president of the Akron branch of NAACP, and I decided I would run for office. One of my concerns was the Akron Police Department, some issues that they've had. One of the problems was like taking complaints and how they were handled. So as my time from leaving the NAACP presidency,
Sorry, your
and
kid's
moving to
dead.
the city of Akron, eventually become the council president, and now I'm senior advisor to the mayor, I have worked on a number of issues to try to strengthen the relationship between the police and the community. One was, first of all, hiring an outside independent police auditor, which we have in place.
They're dog
Still young.
They're dog shit though.
The auditor is supposed to look at
He's supposed to.
trends in the police
Trends like
department. He
murder,
looks at where we need to do training.
more
He
murder
looks at,
training,
if
more murder,
arrests were not handled the right way.
more torture cuffs.
We handle those all internally. Cameras for the officers. And the fact that we have that, that's why we're here today, we'll be able to look at the footage. The main thing we also should always look at too is the fact that we have this new ordinance that it had to be released in 7 days. The mayor could have did an executive order, but we did not do that. We took it to the Charter Review Commission. Council President is here, Marco Somerville, Professor Bill Rich from University of Akron Law School, who chaired that committee, came with the idea, along with the mayor, to put it in the charter. So now, when there is a police shooting, the police department or the chief can't say, I'm not releasing it. The mayor says, can't say, I'm not releasing it.
What happened to James
It has
Sheets?
to be released.
Where's the James
And then
Sheets?
the voters voted on it. Over 90% of the voters voted on that.
Where's the James
And
Sheets video?
That's the thing that I don't think you find any other place in the country who's done that.
Where's the James Sheets video then?
As my many years of public service, I have never understood why police would handle their own investigation.
I don't understand either.
And when it comes into police-involved shootings, that has never sit right with me in this community. And now, since we have a new chief and the mayor, they've gotten together and they have asked for outside help
From
in
more
investigating this
cops.
case.
From more cops.
This is huge. This is definitely not business as usual.
Oh, shut up.
This
Shut
move
up.
For this investigation to have
Get
an
out.
outside entity ensures that it'll be the fairest, most unbiased review of the facts.
Lies.
And that's the right decision at the right time.
Lies.
We also have with
Sydney.
us today some of our residents who are here, some of the members of the faith-based community, some citizens who've been involved in the community here for this press conference, and we appreciate them being here too. Having this footage released today is a good step in the right direction. Make no mistake, what you will see in this footage is extremely upsetting. From here, we need to look at our process to get us to the next steps. An independent investigation at the state level will further that process. I know there's anger that when people see this video, it will cause them to become sickened as I was.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
son, could have been my son. And quite frankly, our community has a right to voice their concerns and to protest.
Exactly.
And we would ask them to do that.
Don't
What
burn
we
shit
would ask
down.
them to do, as the family has asked them to do, it's okay to protest, but we would also ask them to do it in a peaceful manner.
I agree. Don't burn shit down.
We've asked
I
for
agree.
this type of transparency. Now we're getting into the investigation that we want. We have to be patient and then allow the investigation to run its course.
What investigation?
And remember, we're all in this together.
We don't need you to do an investigation. Just need you to just go ahead and put the pigs in prison. Oh, now watch this guy. This guy's such a...
Good afternoon, everybody. I want to first echo the sentiments that were expressed by Mayor Horgan and Deputy Mayor Somerville. I also want to express my deepest sympathies to Jayland's family. I cannot imagine the sense of loss, the pain that they're going through right now. As Marco mentioned, you know, in his personal life, my youngest is 25 years
Oh,
old.
just don't talk about your youngest. He's
And I
white,
cannot imagine
and he...
what life would be like
If the pigs murdered him.
without my son. So,
Oh, just stop.
Again,
Just stop.
Mrs. Walker, Jada,
Oh, shut up.
I'm very sorry for your loss. But I want to personally thank you. I want to personally thank you for the way in which you have been dealing with this situation.
Scumbag.
You have asked for peace in an environment that is ripe for aggression and violence.
For change.
You have asked for trust and let this process move forward. if Jayland reflects the character of this family, which I continually heard that he did,
Oh my
he
God.
raised a good son.
Oh,
And again-
and you murdered him.
My deepest condolences and sympathies.
You guys hit the like button. Hit the like button. Everybody hit the
Monday
thumbs up
morning,
button.
officers of the Akron Police Department were involved in an officer-involved shooting. In a few moments, you will be seeing 2 videos that will address what led up to the shooting.
That will show that we
When I
have.
was sworn in as chief of police 10
murder
months
people.
ago, I began moving the police department in a direction
We
to
murder.
have outside independent investigations
We murder.
when officers are involved in a shooting.
You can't have an outside investigation
So on Monday morning,
by other
I
cops.
formally requested
BCI.
the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation
Who said-
to investigate
who said-
this shooting.
Who said James Sheets wasn't murdered?
Some of the
same.
benefits of having an independent investigation include increased perceptions of credibility of the findings, increased transparency.
Bullshit.
The public tends to trust the result and
Sorry,
fairness
Tobias. Sorry,
of the
Tobias.
investigation, and quite frankly, this has become best practice in my profession.
Disgusting.
Joining us today is Mr. Joe Morbitzer, who is the superintendent of the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigations.
More cops.
Mr. Morbitzer, I want to thank you for being here
Oh,
today.
shut up. Thank
And I
him
also
for
want
what?
to Thank you for your willingness to take this investigation.
Oh, shut up. Oh, thank you for doing this. Thank you so much.
At the conclusion of viewing the 2 videos, I will share a few comments and open up the press conference for questions. Please keep in mind that as you ask your questions, Mayor Horrigan and I may not be able to answer your
Right, we
questions.
can't answer 'cause
First
it's an
and foremost,
investigation.
We may not have the information.
Bullshit, dude.
Secondly,
Bullshit.
we don't want to do anything that directly impacts the credibility and independency of this investigation. So we are going to both be mindful of how we respond. Since I just arrived here in Ohio 10 months ago, there may be questions that you ask that I will defer to our city's chief prosecutor, Mr. Craig Morgan, or Deputy Chief Police Chief Brian Harding.
Explain
At
away.
this time, we're going to play the first video, which Lieutenant Miller described to you. We hope this video will provide further context and details to the incident. Lieutenant Miller.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. If the man has any weapon, he gets executed on sight. Just remember that.
On Monday, June 27th, 2022, at 12:30 in the morning, Akron police officers attempted to stop a silver Buick on East Talmadge Avenue near Thayer Street. Officers informed dispatch that the reason for the stop was for a traffic violation as well as an equipment violation.
Equipment violation.
And officers initiated vehicle pursuit as the vehicle was nearing the East Talmadge Avenue entrance ramp to Raleigh southbound. Approximately 40 seconds after the driver of the vehicle fled from the attempted stop,
25.
a sound consistent with a gunshot can be heard on the body-worn cameras of the officers.
A sound consistent with a
Officers
gunshot?
identified that a shot came out of the suspect's car door.
Bullshit. We don't need to be pulled over like this. We don't need it. We don't need to be pulled over by cops anymore. We don't need it. We don't need to be pulled over anymore. You liars.
At the time of the sound, a flash of light can be seen along the driver's side of the suspect vehicle.
Then show it. Where is it? I don't see it. So he's randomly shooting at cops? What? It could be a flashlight. It could be your phone light.
The vehicle pursuit continued on the expressway for several minutes, and the suspect vehicle exited onto the Archer Avenue ramp. The pursuit proceeded through several city streets until he neared the intersection of East Wilbert Road and Claremont Street. At that point, the driver slowed down and exited through the passenger side door of the moving vehicle wearing a ski mask. The suspect fled from the vehicle on foot, turning and facing officers momentarily. He continued to run, evading arrest. Officers attempted to safely take the suspect into custody by deploying their tasers.
Or just let him run and get it on film and catch him later. How about that? Just let him go and catch him later.
Deployment of tasers was unsuccessful and the suspect continued to flee on foot.
He was fleeing.
As the foot chase reached the nearby parking lot, the suspect stopped and quickly turned towards the pursuing officers.
Let him run away and get him later. He's on camera. You got him. He's not going to get away. Show us the frickin' video. Stop it. Just show me the frickin' video. Just,
Officers reacted
oh
by
my
discharging
God.
their firearms and striking the suspect.
just show me the video. Just show me the video.
Inspection of the suspect's vehicle, a handgun, a loaded magazine for a handgun, and what appears to be a gold wedding ring were observed in plain view on the driver's seat.
Just show me the fucking video. Okay, it's on the, oh, come on. They found a gun in the car. Just show me the fucking video. Show me the video. Quit showing this crap. I don't give a shit about that. I don't care. Just show me the fucking video, dude.
We will now show you the body-worn camera footage from the officer who was first involved in the pursuit.
Just
The
show
video will
me.
start at the beginning of the pursuit and will end with the shooting of Mr. Jayland Walker. I want to offer caution for everyone that is watching that this video may be disturbing to some viewers,
Let the cops execute
to
people.
many viewers.
Let the cops
It
execute people.
contains graphic images and language.
Let the cops execute
For
people.
many reasons, it is difficult to watch.
Of course it is. You murdered him.
At the request of the Walker family, we have blurred Mr. Walker's body in the shooting event.
Just disgusting.
Lieutenant?
Just show me the fucking video, dude. Now it's gonna be smaller. Get me the video, dude. So, okay, now, remember, we don't need to be pulled over like this in America. They don't need to pull us over with lights and guns and cameras. With lights and guns and sticks and tasers. We just need a camera. We just need a camera. And then follow the guy home if he's so driving so crazy. But we pulled them over for what do you call it? A vehicle infraction. There was a problem with the, it's just crap. I'm beside myself. Now they're chasing him. What do you think he's gonna do? He's gonna run. Equipment failure. What a bunch of crap. Sounds just like James Sheets, doesn't it? This is just like James Sheets. And look how he's driving. He's chasing someone like a cat and a mouse. The guy's gonna run. I wanna know what is on his hands. Remember, they're pulling him over for equipment failure on his car. We don't need this type of security in America. We don't need cops chasing people with lights on and sirens. We need a camera system like England. We don't need this. Me either, Hash Brown. How you doing, Tim? Put Jayland Walker, hashtag Jayland Walker. Everybody type his name, hashtag Jayland Walker. Put it right here in the comments. Put your hashtag Jayland Walker. Let's make his name continue to trend. Hashtag Jayland Walker, hashtag James Sheets. Just type it out. Everybody type it out 10 times. Jayland Walker, Jayland Walker, Jayland Walker. Let's trend his name. The man is murdered. It's crap. No. We don't need this in America. We have cameras now. We can change this. See this hyped up energy, chasing someone, it only leads to murder. It only leads to the other guy acting crazy and them acting crazy. This is a bad idea to chase people. It has to stop. Slave catcher mentality, exactly correct. We're right back to it, same shit. But now you white people are the actual targets. They're just killing blacks, but they want white people in prisons to do all the slave labor. Look, what do you think the reaction is going to be when you're driving like a freaking maniac? Hey, Bruce. I want to know, I don't think, this is the exact same lies they said about James Sheets, that he fired a gun, but yet, what do you think's going to happen when you chase someone like an animal, get your adrenaline all hyped up? You're just going to start shooting. Look at this. This is so unnecessary. He didn't kill a kid. They didn't want him for murder. It was an equipment violation on his car. They didn't need to do this. What a dipshit. Hurry, hurry. Listen to them. Listen. They sound like crazy people. They're nuts. Look at this. This is so barbaric. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You gotta be freaking kidding me. So where are the other 7 body cams? You've gotta be fucking kidding me.
I could ask our community members to please stand with me for just 1 second.
Stand with you? I'm not doing shit for you, dude.
Chief Marco.
Oh, shut up, dude.
There's no doubt that the video you just watched is extremely disturbing and will stir a lot of emotions and feelings.
Show us the rest of them.
Shocking and hard to take in.
Let's see the other video.
What we are collectively calling for is peace this afternoon.
Of course you are.
It's the same thing Mr. Walker's family is calling for, and it's the ask of everyone standing here with me in the community. Peace for our city,
No,
peace for our community.
there'll be no
and
peace.
for our residents.
No, there'll be no
Thank
peace.
you all.
No, I don't want violence, but there'll be no peace. No violence, but I don't want any peace. There'll be no peace. You don't get peace after you murder people, chase them down like a dog and murder them. No. If you believe in God, throw one up.
I understand the public's demand.
Where's the rest of it?
Information now.
Show me now.
I understand that.
Oh, but we gotta keep it a
I have
secret.
questions that I want answered now.
Just show me the cameras.
However, I echo the Walker's family's request for patience.
Show me the
Keep
fucking
going back to the
cameras.
Walker family.
Show me the cameras.
They're requesting patience, peace, and to allow the process to
You
run
piece of shit.
its course. Since Monday morning, information about this shooting has been disseminated through various outlets.
Just show me the
I would encourage
frickin'
people to
cameras.
wait for BCI to conclude their
No!
investigation, submit their investigation to the Attorney General's office, and then the grand jury. The damage of spreading misinformation
Just show me the
can cause
cameras.
irreparable harm.
Just show the cameras.
So before we receive BCI's final report, I would like to get some facts stated.
I don't give a
because
shit
I've
about
seen a lot of
BCI's
a
final
lot of
report. Just show me the
misinformation
cameras.
circulated.
Just show me the
As
cameras.
you've already heard, there were 8 officers who were directly involved in the
Show
shooting.
me the cameras.
All officers have been placed on paid administrative
Paid.
leave as per department policy, and which is routine when officers involved in a deadly force situation. That's standard across the nation.
How come
We do
BCI
not
are the only
know
people
the
who can see
exact number
cameras?
of rounds that were fired.
Oh my God.
Again, this is something that BCI will discover in their examination of evidence.
Yeah, BCI, same one that said that James wasn't murdered.
However, based on the video, I anticipate that number to be high. A lot of rounds were fired. And I will not be surprised if the number
He
at
looks
the
like
end
a
of
pig.
the investigation is consistent with the number that has been circulating in the media.
I gotta get a
But right now,
screenshot.
we just don't know.
Oh, you pig. You
While
pig.
BCI needs to confirm the number of times Mr. Walker was shot,
Oh.
the ME's report indicates over 60 wounds to Mr. Walker's body.
Oh my God.
However, they are still working to determine entrance and exit wounds, and this investigation on their end will take time. It will take time for them to determine how many times.
Them to
Mr. Walker
determine,
was
just
actually
show
shot.
us the cameras.
That work.
Just
to
show
make
us
that
the
determination
freaking
is the
cam.
responsibility of the medical
This is cops
examiner.
splaining. Just show us the cameras.
As you could see in the video.
Just show us the
There was a gun
cameras.
recovered from Mr. Walker's vehicle.
He didn't
At the
have it
time
on
of
him,
the
did he?
shooting, He was unarmed.
Just show us the cameras. We don't need,
Lastly,
just show us the
after
cameras.
the shooting ends, Akron police officers went to Mr. Walker and diligently provided first aid to save his life.
You shoot someone 60
One
times,
officer
there's no
on
first
a
aid.
Body cam footage can be heard saying he still has a pulse.
Oh yeah, as he bleeds out.
As the officers were getting ready to put him into a police car to get him as quickly as possible to the hospital, Akron fire medics arrived on scene. They took over aid, and unfortunately, Mr. Walker tragically.
Unfortunately, you shot him.
Okay,
You wanted to murder him, you did.
Lieutenant, I'm gonna turn it over to you.
What a bunch of shit.
We'll start with the Q&A.
Why do we need BCI for us to watch cameras? I don't need a pig to explain to me what I saw on camera. Just show me the frickin' cameras.
We're going to start by allowing each media outlet present to ask at least one question.
Show me the cameras.
We ask
Show me
you
the
to speak
cameras.
loudly so that your voice can not only be heard in this room, but also as part of the live stream that we're providing for the community.
You're providing for us, you piece of
Understand
garbage.
again, and it's already been stated by the chief, that there are some questions that they cannot answer or may not answer because of the independent nature of the investigation, and also to preserve that
Just show us the
the
cameras,
integrity
dude.
of the investigation.
Integrity?
Some questions
Does he
may
look like
not
he has
be
integrity?
answered for that reason.
Just show me the cameras, dude.
So at this time, I'll open up for questions. I am going to move intentionally to my
They
left.
showed us one body
Right.
camera and a
We're
gun
gonna
on a
ask
seat.
One question each.
We saw
Then
one
we're
body
gonna move to the room
camera
from left to
and a
right.
gun on a
Okay?
seat.
We'll open it up at this time.
Thanks, Lou. Who's hiding them, Lou?
Thank you, Lieutenant. Question for the police chief. At this
Good job, Lou.
point, based on what you've seen, chief, and understanding the investigation is less than a week old, and after seeing this very upsetting video, what is it to you, or for you, what's the most concerning thing?
Most concerning? That 8 cops unloaded their guns.
Same thing that's most concerning to everybody else that just watched.
That the training is to unload your gun.
I'm gonna
That's the
say
problem.
this. When an officer makes the most critical decision in his or her life.
Oh, it's his life? What about the other guy? Thanks,
Doesn't matter
Gloria.
where in the country this happens. When they make that most critical decision.
Oh, when they make the decision for you to die?
Another human being and pull the trigger.
There was no thought.
They've got to be ready to explain why they did what they did. They need to be able to articulate what specific threats they were facing. And that goes for every round that goes down the barrel of their gun.
Oh, what a bunch of shit.
And they need to be held to account.
You're
Right
lying.
now, as you pointed out, we're
Oh,
in the early
God.
stages of the investigation. The officers have not been able to provide a statement yet.
Just
I am
show us the
reserving any
cameras.
sort of
Show
judgment,
us the cameras.
until we hear from them.
Show us the
Just last night, I
cameras.
spoke with the union president, and he told me that the officers are fully cooperating with the investigation.
What a bunch of shit. Just show us the cameras.
Go ahead. Chief, the attorney for the family of Bobby Chille says that he spoke with you and you told him and you told members of the legal team and members of the family that based on your viewing of the video that you had not seen evidence that Jayland Walker did anything threatening that precipitated the gunfire.
Got him hedging.
Your response to that?
So I've watched this video
God.
more times than I care to.
Which one? You only showed us one.
But I've watched it at least 40 times.
How many videos?
When you see it in real time, it's very hard to distinguish what Mr. Walker is doing.
He didn't have a gun on him. He left the gun in the car.
In the still
that was planted.
photos, there's a picture that appears to all of us that Mr. Walker is going down to his waist area.
Oh God. Oh my God.
There is a photograph that
Oh my
appears,
God.
Mr.
Just
Walker was
crap.
turning towards the officer, and there is a picture that captures
They're
a
lying.
forward motion of his arm.
They're lying. They're lying.
At the crime scene,
And that,
after the officers were involved in a shooting, they immediately get sequestered from one another.
bullshit. They
And
do not.
They are monitored.
They did not.
When the investigative team arrives, they do an individual walkthrough of the crime scene.
Lies. Lies.
Each officer, independent of each other, related that they felt that Mr. Walker had turned and was motioning and moving into a firing position.
Lies.
So, again, BCI is gonna do the investigation.
Oh, the cops are going to
I'm not
investigate them.
prejudging it.
Cops are going to investigate cops.
And I'll leave it there.
Oh, dude, show us the cameras.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to understand a little better the gunshot from the car. Was there a bullet wound that exited the car from the inside?
Right. Is there a bullet from the inside of the car?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, no.
The other part is, was the gun found with the magazine removed from the car?
Yes, the way in which that picture depicted where the gun was located and the way and the manner in which it was placed.
Planted.
Officers are approaching the car on their body-worn camera, and it's capturing it as they are approaching.
Dude, bullshit.
After the shot was fired,
You're lying. You're lying.
after
You're lying.
the shooting occurred,
He's lying.
we went back to the scene where we believe the shot was fired. A casing was discovered at that location, consistent with the firearm that Mr. Walker had in his vehicle.
Lies.
BCI will determine whether or not that casing came
Other
from the
pigs.
gun
Other
or
pigs.
not.
Other
And
pigs.
again, independent of anything we did.
Independent, right?
The ODOT camera captures what we believe to be a muzzle flash coming out of the
You're
car.
lying.
Again, BCI will be determining whether or not that in fact is the case.
Let's see the full video. Just show us all the videos.
As far as the chase goes, and wondering if this could have been.
Just show us the videos.
Could you talk at all about the protocol of the chase and the point of the gunshot being fired? Does that cancel any opportunity to call this chase off because of the gunshot?
Thank you for that question. It's a great question. So the initial attempt to stop Mr. Walker, as you heard on the audio, was for an equipment violation and for a traffic violation. I'm not exactly sure what the equipment violation was or what the traffic violation was. We'll find that out, or BCI will discover that.
What
during the
a load of
investigation.
shit. What a load of shit.
What was going to be a routine traffic stop, which would probably result either in a warning or a citation being issued, turned into a pursuit.
No, it didn't. It turned into a
As
chase down
Mr.
and
Walker
murder.
Turned onto the entrance ramp to Route 8, and the shot is fired. That changes the nature of the contact. 40 seconds.
We gotta murder
after
him.
The initiation of the traffic stop, a half a mile from the location of the traffic stop, you hear the gunshot, and then everything else that I've just discovered. And again, that changes the whole nature of the traffic stop. It went from being a routine
Look
traffic
at his
stop
face. He's so
to
full
now
of
a
shit.
public safety issue.
No, it didn't. You're lying.
And
You're
then the
lying.
pursuit continued.
You're lying. You're lying. You're lying about everything.
The officers won't use any of the video before they made their statements.
They have not given statements yet, to my knowledge. And again, that part of my answer
Christy,
is
did you hear him
us
say that
blowing ourselves
they
off
separated the officers
from the
after the shooting? Do you
investigation,
believe
and
that,
will
Christy?
be, determined by the Bureau of Criminal Investigation.
Oh, yeah. To be determined by other cops.
The initial officers on that approach to the car deployed tasers. Can we read into that? Does that mean they didn't see it as a lethal threat? What were they seeing that they chose to grab a taser versus their firearm?
I don't know. I'm not going to respond to that because it would be speculation.
What a bunch
The
of
officers will be given an opportunity to explain their actions.
Sir.
Yes, Chief, in sort of 2012 in Cleveland, they had a.
Exact same, Tim.
Where 137 shots were fired into a car of unarmed people after a chase, and it received a lot of publicity. I'm curious.
Shut up,
if
Stephen.
that
Just shut your mouth.
137 shots into unarmed people which killed them in that incident, if that changed policies at all.
No, it didn't.
In the Akron department or other departments around the country.
No, it
When
didn't.
when that shooting occurred, I wasn't here in Akron.
Oh.
I just got here last August. And, you know, I'm trying to go back in memory. I can't recall exactly what we did as a profession following that. But I can tell you that we train in this police department. We go above and beyond in the police academy, the minimum required hours of training when it comes to firearms. Additionally, we go above and beyond the minimum requirement by the state for annual qualifications.
Oh, crap.
And so
Oh
I
my
really
God.
can't answer fully that question.
Oh, my God.
This question kind of dovetails with that. Is there any kind of rubric or protocol when multiple officers are firing for how many rounds you fire? Or just on the subject?
So officers are trained to, when they perceive a threat to themselves or to somebody else, that they are authorized to use their firearm to stop the threat.
He wasn't a
And
threat.
they're
He was running
authorized to
away.
use their firearm until that threat no longer exists.
No, they're trained to
Stops.
they're trained to unload the clip,
That is-
dickhead.
That is the standard.
They're trained to unload the clip. That's the clip. The whole clip. The whole magazine.
Body cam videos, but is there also dash cam footage, and does any video cover the moment of actually attempting to pull him over?
So we don't have dash cameras in our fleet. No, sir. And what was your second question?
Maybe you should then, huh?
Does any video record the actual moment where they attempt to pull him over with the alleged traffic infraction?
So again, everything that you saw right now is from body camera footage. We don't have dash cameras in it, and I'm not going to step into that part of the investigation.
I'm not gonna talk
I will
about
look to
something
BCI
important.
To collect all that.
BCI's in charge. I'm not going to talk about that. BCI's in charge. I'm not going to talk about that.
You said you had. Hang on one second now.
Hold on. We're going to moderate this so we can sound good.
You've never had a case where voters are like, I'm not asking you to speculate on this case, but have you ever had it happen before? And if so, why? And second, just your gut feeling when you saw this video, if it was as many as 90 shots as it's been reported, and you confirm that.
I could. Is it
I
excessive?
will say this, that it was difficult to watch and shocking, just like it is for everybody.
Dude, you trained them to do
I'm
that.
not passing judgment on the decisions my officers made.
Oh,
They
God.
will be given the opportunity to explain why they did what they did, as they should. In terms of your first question, I'm not gonna speculate. Yes, I have seen that in.
Where's the rest of the
30
cameras?
years As a police officer, but I'm not gonna go any further than that.
Where's the rest of the camera, dude?
You said that you had questions yourself. What are your questions?
So I will reserve those for our administrative investigation.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna reveal those right now.
Oh, what a piece of crap.
Why not?
Because it would be improper. There's
my
two
God.
separate processes that need to be.
We just need to see the cameras.
Respected.
No, they
One
don't.
is the independent external criminal investigation. The other one is the internal investigation. I will be getting with our Office of Professional Standards and Accountability.
Oh, accountability
our Internal
standards.
Affairs Unit, and I will discuss those questions with them.
Chief, what is the department's now plan of action with response from the public, given that this is not a release?
So number one, first and foremost, again, I praise and I thank the Walker family for
You praise
calling
them?
for peace.
Because our pig's
We-
murdered.
Obviously, a focal message here today is just that. We have developed an operations plan to manage and to provide safe space in this city for people to peacefully protest.
You don't provide shit, dude.
And in case that it turns to a situation where it's no longer peaceful, we have an operations plan in place for that as well, and I'm not gonna discuss.
What a load of
the
shit, dude.
details with that.
Seriously.
Anyone else on this side that I haven't already called on? You have a question before we shift the other direction? Okay, go ahead, Bill.
These are some cherry pick questions.
Can you describe or explain the decision not to show anything afterward? What is protocol for securing somebody after that shooting and what was done with the handcuff? Do a little more detail about the carry-outs doing that.
So the video footage will demonstrate.
Show it to us.
A sergeant asking who fired, officers who fired raised their hand and they were immediately sequestered.
Show it to us.
Other body camera footage.
They were not
will
sequestered.
show, officers immediately going to Mr. Walker's aid to provide life-saving aid.
You can't save someone that's
And
been
then
shot 60 times.
Then it's just managing the crime scene. At the conclusion of this press conference, we will be sending out, in compliance with our ordinance, all video footage that is mandated by the ordinance.
That includes footage after the shooting.
I'm not sure how far after it would be, but all of that is going to be open records, and so.
Whatever the ordinance provides.
They edited it. They already
One
edited
last
it.
question. We actually have time for just one last.
We only have
question.
time for one more. Sorry. Just one more.
Officers have not yet made a statement, it's been almost a week, and will they be doing this?
So I can, again, we are walled off from the criminal investigation.
Walled off?
That is between BCI and the officers. The officers don't have to give a statement, okay? Every American is entitled to due process, and, you know, they don't, just like everybody else, they do not have to give a statement. My understanding from the
For
union
3 days.
president is they're.
For 3 days.
They're going to fully cooperate with this investigation.
Okay, that concludes the press conference. At this time, there'll be no additional questions,
Oh.
individual interviews. Hang on real quick. You guys are welcome to this. There'll be no individual interviews conducted in this space, in this room. The family and their attorneys are present as we indicated. They'll be available outside.
Let the riots begin. Here's what's gonna happen. People are gonna riot because they're covering up murder. Plain as day, they're covering up
We
murder.
do not have that yet, but
She cut the sound. She just turned the sound off. She just cut the sound. That chick right there just took the sound. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so let's talk about this. Okay, as we were watching this, I took some notes. I'm gonna talk about some things here right now. Let's get into a couple things here. I wanna show you guys some facts here. So first and foremost, let's do something. Let's try to make ourselves feel a little bit better here. Let's try to make ourselves feel a little bit better here. So I've got some questions that I'm gonna go over with you guys right now. But before I do that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna call Bansky from the detective from BCI. So Bansky's the same pig who told Christy Roan that she didn't see what she thought she saw on the camera. What you wanted to see and what you saw are two different things. Well, let's just ask Bansky. Let's ask Bansky from BCI if why don't we go? They're investigating.
Special Agent Al Bansky from the Ohio Bureau of criminal investigation. I'm not available at this time. Please leave your name and number and I'll get back with you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
You know, Mr. Bansky, my name is ChilleDeCastro. I'm calling from the channel called DeletelawZ. I've called you a few times. You haven't returned my phone calls. You haven't sent me a text message. You haven't said to me not to call you. So I'm just giving you a call, and I want to know, are you guys handling the investigation of Jayland Walker? Because you know what they said? They said that after those pigs chased him down and murdered him, they said that the officers were all separated from each other. But you know what? We saw something completely different on the James Sheets murder where they planted a gun. Guns in the floorboard. Remember that, Mr. Bansky? Do you remember that? So they said on this one that as soon as the pigs shot 90 rounds at him, that they immediately sequestered the officers. Well, let's see the whole body cam then, Bansky. If you're not a pig like the rest of the filthy pigs in America, then show us the body cam after they killed the man, that the 9 or 8, 9, 10, 24, how many cops were there that unloaded their guns on him? Show us the video that they then separated those filthy pigs. Show us that. I want to see that the 8 cops who unloaded their gun were then separated. That's what I want to see, Mr. Bansky. I want to see the body cam footage for the entire body cam footage. And I don't want body cams anymore. I want goggle cams and back cams. I want head cameras, 360, so that we can see everything, Bansky. You are the same exact filthy pig as the pigs who murdered this guy. You are a disgrace. You are a joke. Cops in America are a joke. We no longer have any respect for you. We do not trust you. You are the devil. You represent the devil. You represent a demon. Only right here, only in America, can the person who says that they're here to help you put you into the state of hell here on earth. And you do that. And let me tell you something. I want to see all the body cams. I want to see that those cops were all separated. I want to see their phones were taken away and they couldn't text each other. I want to see the statement. Cops don't have to make a statement for 3 days after they murder someone. Why is that? Why do the cops get to go home for 3 days? Why is that a policy? How come? Why is that a policy? Why do cops not get to make a statement for 3 days after they murder someone? Can you explain that to me, Mr. Bansky? I'm just curious. From a human perspective, it seems like that would be a mistake, that you would allow people to go walk around for 3 days and communicate with each other as they're on leave. So when they're on leave, what do? They all get together. They go back to the barn and they get the story straight, don't they, Bansky? Don't they? They all get their story straight. Then they make their statement, don't they, Bansky? And then BCI, hey, the super BCI group is coming in to investigate. Guns in the floorboard. Why did he have to pop his hand over the shield for James Sheets and say guns in the floorboard? How come he had to do that? I mean, it's just a fair question. It's just a fair question. I'm not on the phone telling you that you're a filthy, disgusting maggot who I hope burns in hell. I'm not saying those things to you. Even if that's how I feel, I'm not saying that I think you're a maggot. I'm not saying that I think you're going to go to hell for what you've done here on earth. I'm not saying those things right now, am I? That's how I feel, but I'm not saying those things, am I? I'm just letting you know that every single thing about police in America is wrong. The whole situation is wrong. The body cam where we can't see what they're seeing is wrong. We don't have it proper. The fact that you guys get the body cam and you release one body cam and BCR is in charge of the investigation is wrong. We don't need pigs investigating pigs. We need a third-party agency, so that's wrong. We don't have a second agency that gets all the body cam. Why aren't there dash cams? How come there's not? Why is there not dash cams? We pay for everything else. We pay for you guys for everything. I don't understand. You guys have state-of-the-art everything, but you just can't get the body cam out to us. You just can't get it out to us. I don't understand, Bansky. And BCI is handling the investigation, just like you guys handled the James Sheets investigation. You did such a great job of making sure that Tommy Shinneman could get away with murdering James Sheets. Guns in the floorboard. Guns in the floorboard.
The maximum time permitted for recording your message. If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message. To send your message with normal delivery, press 1. To send your message with urgent delivery, press 2. Thank you. Your message has been sent.
So I'm just going to go over a few things here real quick. I'm just really, really incensed that this is how it went down. So I took a few notes as that pig was talking. So the first thing it says is, we go above and beyond in our training and qualifications for when we shoot someone. Yeah, Yeah, you go above and beyond to train pigs how to unload the magazine into a human being. Yeah, and till the threat is neutralized. In other words, if you even are moving a finger, they need to continue to shoot you. The training and the qualifications that pig talked about are so that you can be murdered on camera. And by the way, you won't get to see the camera. You won't get to see it at all. You're not going to get to see it. So there's the first one. We go above and beyond our qualifications for training for when a cop can murder someone. Yep, you do. You do. You did a great job, man. You guys really murdered that guy. Man, you made sure he was dead. Way to go. Way to go. The second one he said, you're not passing any judgments? Well, you know what? We are. And we didn't get to see all the cameras. Why didn't you just show us all the cameras? Why can't we just see all the cameras? Why can't we just see all of the cameras? Why can't we just see all the cameras? We don't need a pig to edit and shade and cut and narrate. We don't need it. We're all full-grown adults. We grew up in a movie industry. We all grew up in the 80s and 90s, and we go into the movies. We all watch movies. We can slow down and speed up footage right on our phones now. We don't need your help. Just release all the body cam footage and let us see everything. We don't need your help. We're not passing any judgment. Well, the public is, and you're probably going to have riots right there, and there's probably going to be riots all around the country. I mean, and did you hear those filthy pigs? They got out of the car. They sounded like nutballs. But you're not passing any judgment on that? That's how you train. So we go above and beyond our qualifications, and I'm not passing any judgment on my officers. Well, of course you're not. They did exactly what you trained them to do, to get out of the car screaming like a freaking maniac and then unload the magazine into a human body. Oh, his finger's moving. He's resisting. Shoot it. Number 3. You need to respect our investigation. And then the next one is Office of Accountability. You know, let me just help you out there, Piggy. I read the Mullen Commission. You can get the Mullen Commission for free on my website. Go download the Mullen Commission and read about the Office of Accountability and how the Mullen Commission of 1994 explains that internal affairs and the Office of Accountability is a joke, an absolute and outright joke. It's a joke. And so we don't respect your investigation because we don't respect you. You're a tyrant, you're a pig, you're a thug. All the training we just saw that the cops get, we just saw it. We just saw all the training right there on camera. That's what you do. That's how you train people. You need to respect our investigation, but we don't. We don't respect your investigation. Why don't you just release all the body cam footage? And if the gun was in the seat of the car and he's running away, why was he such a threat? Oh, they can't let him get away. He wasn't a homicidal killer. They weren't chasing a man who had just left a house and killed 4 children. No, they were chasing a guy who had an equipment violation on his car. So respect our investigation. No. And then the next one, number 4, Office of Accountability, wipe it out. Stop paying for it. We don't want to pay for that. We want a new third-party agency that gets all the body cam and has total and absolute transparency on the scene from the eyes and from the back of the head. Full 360 vision that goes to 2 different agencies, and then the people involved in that incident get a copy of the footage immediately. That's transparencypeacejustice.com, coming out this week. We're finishing the website this week. You guys will get to see my vision of the future. Number 5, praises the Walker family. Oh, do you? Do you praise them? Do you praise the Walker family? You know what? Just right now, because okay, just right now, let's do this. Let's everybody take a second right now and throw up a prayer for Jayland Walker and his soul. And may God have mercy on his soul, forgive him for his sins, and let him into eternal light and salvation. So right now, just take 10 seconds right here, and let's just throw up a prayer for Jayland Walker, because he's gone. His family's hurting. So let's just take 10 seconds real quick, and let's just throw up a prayer. Okay. Officers were sequestered. Hey, Christy, did they sequester those officers after they murdered James Sheets? Did they sequester them then? Because I didn't see any sequestration. I don't see any sequestering. I didn't see any cops separated from each other, their phones taken away, and all communication cut off. Did that happen? Because that's what would happen to me if I shot somebody. If I shot someone, they would take away my phone, they would take away any communication, my email, they would take away all communication. Is that what happened? Is that what happened? Because the gun ended up in the seat of his car with the magazine next to the gun. Who does that? Why would you leave it in the seat of your car? Wouldn't you throw it in the back seat? Wouldn't you throw it in the console? Wouldn't you throw it somewhere else? Why would you leave the gun on your driver's side seat as you get out and run? So we don't believe you. We don't believe you. We don't believe you at all. Officers were sequestered. And then, oh, here's a good one. We are walled off from the criminal investigation. You're walled off, are you? You're walled off. So what you did is you just called in a different group of pigs and said, hey, we're not gonna talk about it. You pigs cover this up. And that's Bansky at BCI. That's Bansky. Bansky who told Christie, you didn't see what you thought you saw. Well, then why don't you just release all of the body cam footage in Youngstown? Why don't you release all of the body cam footage in Akron? Because you know that your qualifications, training, and all that crap is dog shit, and that you're ruining our country, and that you're murderers. And you know what? If anything happens there, it's your fault. I call for non-violent protesting in the streets, take the streets, sit in the streets, non-violent. Please do not burn down the cities. It won't help us. Stop all work. Stop all work. Hit the streets, sit in the streets. Don't give up the streets. We need to take our streets back from these pigs. We need to defund these pigs and create the new transparency agency that requires 2.5 years of training. I'm going to go into that later. This could all, none of this could happen. None of this would even be necessary with a decentralized, transparent system. With a decentralized, transparent system, none of this would happen. None of it would happen. And then 3 days. And then he says that the police don't have to make a statement about the shooting for 3 days. Well, you said that you sequestered them after the shooting, right? Did you sequester them the next day? Or were the pigs who put on leave, could they then text each other, call each other, go meet at the barn and get the story straight? Is that what happened? Because if they don't have to make a statement for 3 days, they're not going to, because their union rep came in from the pig department and said, don't say anything, don't say a damn word, and don't make a statement. And then they all left, and the next day they got together and they said, everybody leave your phone in the car, come into the barn, and then we're gonna shut the door and we're gonna lock it, and we're gonna have security outside and we're gonna get our story straight. That's what happened. That's what happened. Just imagine it was your family. Just imagine that was your cousin or your best friend or your brother. Just imagine that was your dude. Just imagine. And the thing is that all of this is fixable. We don't have to have this system where pigs chase you down like you're a rat and execute you. We don't have to have this system. We could have a better system. We don't have to have this system of murder, oppression, rape. We don't have to have rape cages. We don't have to have this system. And it's time for change. And this is why we don't stop. This is why we don't stop under any circumstances, under any condition, no matter what occurs. Never stop until we get the change that we need for peace, justice, and transparency. This is dog shit. That pig got up there and lied the entire time. He didn't release all the body cam footage. They showed pictures. It's just such dog crap. Just such dog crap. We don't need BCI to look at the body cam footage. We can all look at it. Who thinks they're qualified to look at the body cam footage? Put 1 for yes, 2 for no. Who thinks that they are? Good to see you, Eric. Good to see you, Scrub. Good to see you, Jimmy. Who thinks they're qualified? Who feels like they're qualified to look at the body cam footage? Put 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you think you're qualified to look at the body cam footage? I think I'm qualified to look at body cam footage. I think I'm perfectly qualified. But when you put into their protocols and their, officer safety is officer safety, officer safety, officer safety, if that's the first thing you care about, well, then you're not qualified to look at the body cam footage because you can't see the body cam footage. You need to be able to see the body cam footage. We all need to see the body cam footage. All right, I've been on for 70 minutes. I got to get out of here. I got to do some stuff today. This is really frustrating. This is really, really frustrating, especially because they didn't show the body cam footage and they said, respect our investigation. We got 8 cameras there on bodies that are gonna be hidden. So let me just, last thing and then I'll get out of here. Put it in perspective. You have 8 body cam footage. I hold my gun when I shoot like this. Where's the body cam at? It's here. The body cam is here. So if I shoot my gun like this, where's the body cam? The body cam is here. This is how I shoot. Body cam's gonna be here. So how can you see the shooting? Look, how can you see the shooting? The body cam is behind my body. You can't see the body cam footage if I put my arms out like this. How can you see the body cam footage if my hands are in front of the body cam footage? How much sense does it make to put a body cam footage on someone if this is the shooting position? How much sense does it make? This is the body cam position. Here's the body cam footage, the word don't, we don't stop. There it is. There it is right there. Do you see anything? Do you see anything? You can't see anything, can you? What? How the heck? How in the motherfucking hell is that a way that we get transparency for our lives to be saved? Time for change, guys. I gotta get to work. Time for change. I got nothing but love for you guys. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys go buy DeletelawZ. Get your We Don't Stop t-shirt. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. I'll see you guys on the next one, all right? And just remember, we don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. And I'll see you guys on the next one, all right? Stay strong. Hashtag Jayland Walker. Hashtag James Sheets. Hashtag BCI is garbage. Hashtag BCI is garbage. Hashtag BCI is garbage. Put it in there. Hashtag BCI is garbage. BCI is garbage. Hashtag BCI is... Those dirty fucking pigs, man. Those dirty fucking pigs. All right, I gotta go. Love you guys. I'm just fired up. Love you guys. BCI is garbage. BCI is garbage. BCI is garbage. BCI is garbage. Type it everywhere. When this video ends, in the comment section, I want to see 1,000. BCI is garbage. BCI is garbage. That's our chant. BCI is garbage. They are trash. You're trash, Bansky. You're trash, dude. You're an embarrassment. My OCD's in effect. I gotta go. Thanks, guys. See you guys in the next one. Later.